I'm just so grateful to be a mom. Like some days, I mean, it's hard, and in moments, I'm like, oh my God, but I also feel just such immense gratitude, and I want to create with them, and I learn from them, and they teach me new ideas. And when I'm teaching them things that are important to me, I realize I'm teaching myself, and I'm learning like what I need to learn. So it's just incredible.
Celeste, you have three adult boys. Kimberly, you have two primary aged girls. How has their presence in your life been woven into your acts of creation and self-exploration?
Mhm.
If you wouldn't mind. I mean, it's
Mm,
a lot
yeah,
to talk to
yeah,
again, but yeah,
yeah. It's a great question, and I deeply resonate with what Kimberly just said, also about your last question. And I still call them boys, even though they are men and three adult men. But
yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely.
yeah. So I think that there are a few things. One, when I was raising my boys, and I ended up being a single parent, and I was in a tenure, finished my PhD in a tenure track position in a very demanding job, and still wanting to have my art. I really knew that I called it the mother method. I didn't have hours upon hours to do the work. So I just found what was really helpful was to have practices, particularly somatic practices, to walk and and walk and then write out of my walking and dance in small ways that actually informed being prolific only because I didn't have a lot of time. And by not having a lot of time, I had to do this daily for my mental health. And out of that came an amazing amount of creativity. The other thing is that kids catapult you into the present moment. They're not interested, they're right there in the present, and they are the teachers. Even though I might have thought I was the teacher, they are the teachers because how they see the world. I'll never forget when my son Lucas said to me, Mom, he was looking at the plum tree, and I don't know how old he was, and maybe he was 7, and he said, Mom, does the tree see its beauty? And it's almost like out of their mouths are constant wisdom. And it's almost like we start with wisdom and then we get older and then we don't have any more wisdom, and then we have to really access it again. So I think that there's that. And now, even as they're older, they still are always the love of my life. And I think it also reminds you what is really important. And it really is clarifying. It is clarifying. Yes.
Yeah. I really appreciate that point that you said, especially at the beginning, where, you're trying to integrate everything into your precious moments that you
Yes.
had to like on your walks or whatever. And I think in essence, to some degree, I'm sure this had contributed to your career and the direction it took
Yeah,
because
I
it
might
was
have
like,
ranted. Yeah, I might have
yeah,
ranted like, "Oh, I don't have a nanny, I don't have a
yeah,
family around." But actually, by play, kids play. That's the heart
yeah,
of creativity and risk.
yeah,
So I'm very thankful.
yeah,
I would go for long walks, and I would think, and was very introverted. I spent a lot of time on my own, and every weekend I would just write, and my husband would say like, let's go out. So but now I don't have that luxury of time. I have like, I'm constantly in demand. So I'm still sort of learning how to put my life into pockets. I'm like, my kids are 2 and almost 4, so we're still at the beginning of this journey. But yeah, they do teach me so much about slowing down and paying attention. And, after I remember having my daughter, my first daughter, I saw the world as like everyone was a baby once, and everyone is a child to somebody else. And it just makes you, you see the innocence in people again, and you see that everyone has a child inside of them. And, I don't know, it just makes you more, I guess that's why, when you become a mom, you become a little bit more sensitive, because you see that there's such, I don't know, like everyone's came from something, and they were all an innocent baby, and like a little cute child. So, yeah, it's just like both ends of like birth and death. It brings that people together. It makes people aware of like, this is what life is about. So, I'm just so grateful to be a mom. Like some days, I mean, it's hard, and in moments I'm like, oh my God, but I also feel just such immense gratitude, and I want to create with them, and I learn from them, and they teach me new ideas, and when I'm teaching them things that are important to me, I realize I'm teaching myself, and I'm learning like what I need to learn. So it's just incredible.